Riveting content. Empowering your life. Welcome to the Sphere. This episode is sponsored by
Dr. Taraya M. Richmond, PLLC. When it comes to your family's health and women's services, and you're looking for excellence in healthcare, look no further than your family medicine physician, Dr. Taraya M. Richmond, PLLC. Call Dr. Richmond today at 713-453-6962 to schedule your next appointment.
Looking to advertise? Join the Sphere's vast demographic reach of thousands of people all over the world. Send an email today to advertise@thesphere.tv or call us at area code 832-772-7789. KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents changing the world? Do you desire to belong to a community of unity? Visit KOGpassion.com to learn more about the Unleash Your Dopeness movement.
Well, hello, and welcome to the Docs here on the Sphere Network, where we're here to educate, empower, and inform you about health and wellness topics. And I am so happy to be here. I am Dr. Ashandra Batiste. I am a dentist, and so I was just fresh out of some mouths less than about an hour ago. No, for real. So I don't have on an eyebrow. I don't have any. My eyelashes got pulled on today. Just a little bit. No. Well, I mean, they're fake, so I made my refill appointment.
Yeah, because the refills were like, you see, I call them committed suicide.
Yeah.
So, just jump off your face.
So I got my appointment on Saturday. However, I am very happy to be here, and I'm glad that you have joined us. If you would like to join me in my dental office, you can find me at Elite Dental Wellness, which is located here in Houston, Texas, on the corner of Fondren and Westheimer. You can call me at 713-789-8680 or follow me on Instagram, hotdoc.com, or Twitter and Facebook, Ashandra Batiste. Of course,
you know who it is.
I love it when my co-host is here.
Well, now we have
several
several co-hosts.
Now
Now it's exciting. So
I know. So I'm gonna lead with the one that I've been with for a year and a half. Don't mind us.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Don't mind us.
Hey guys, of course I'm Dr. Simone Ellis. You can find me on Facebook, Simone Ellis, or on Instagram, Dr. Simone Ellis, and at my dental office, Smile Design Studios, 6130 Highway 6 in Missouri City, Texas. I came out of some mouths too, girl. The ears is popping. I think I just did 10 today this morning.
Oh,
yeah,
you had a good day.
In there, changing smiles, changing
you
lives.
You had a good day.
So, love what I do.
That's exciting.
Yeah, thank you. So, and our new co-host.
Hello, how are you?
Hey.
Dr. Keisha Davis. I am a pathologist. Just came off the microscope.
On the ones and two. I felt like she was about to DJ that.
Came on the microscope.
Yeah.
You can reach me on Facebook at Dance Health Fitness because I love to stay fit. And also, you can reach me on Instagram at KYDMD. But today is a good show because we are going to talk about parenting tips.
Oh, so you know I know nothing about this. So I'm like excited. Okay, TT's is ready.
You're about to be a new TT, actually.
I am excited. Yeah. So I guess I need to help with facilitating these things.
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, this is for a show for everybody. Then you don't just have to be a mom or dad.
Of course not. So we have Dr. Eboni Hollier. I'm so excited.
Hey.
Pediatrician extraordinaire and author.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Thank you for having me.
Girl, Fresh Press looks great. Makeup popping.
Yeah, man, she put us to shame today.
You can tell that, like, parental tips, like, she's got it down pat because her hair ain't frizzy. Nothing is going on crazy, so.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I appreciate that.
And Dr. Eboni Hollier, where can we reach you?
Yes, you can definitely find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter at Dr. Eboni Peds. That's DREBONI, not YPEDS.
Oh, I like that little tag.
Yeah. Make sure you know, not a Y. It's an I.
So we have brought you on today because we want to talk about the 5 parenting tips. So that includes potty training.
All right.
We've got our picky eaters.
That's important.
We have to deal with discipline. So when to pop or not to pop.
That is important.
And especially during the summer, planned activities. What do you do to keep these children busy?
Absolutely.
And at the end of the day, how do you put them to bed peacefully?
Yes.
So how about we start with the potty training?
Okay, sounds good. So, man, the first thing I'll say is there are many, many ways to potty train. There is not just one way to do it. And I think the most important thing is to really factor in the family. Are y'all ready to commit to doing this?
Right.
Because you have to be ready. It's a big commitment in time, energy, and everything else. And so that's the first thing I'd say regarding potty training.
Is there an age you say we should starting? Because I have two, but I don't remember. I think 1 or 2 I may have tried, and then I gave up, and then started again at 3.
That's fair. Well, most kids potty train between 2 and 2.5, but some as young as 12 months. I met somebody who's almost 5 who's not yet potty trained, but most people potty train between 2 and 2.5. I know. That's definitely on the later end. That's not the norm.
Well, you said if the family was
necessarily.
got to get it together and get
Yeah.
ready. I guess ain't
Nobody ready.
That definitely be considered late.
I mean, like, there comes a point where you have to kind of say,
It's time.
It's time, right? Like,
Yeah.
at 5, unless there's a cognitive issue, like, I would be like, okay, let's
true.
let's do this. If you're cognitively delayed or you're physically or developmentally delayed, then there's no reason for that.
I mean,
like,
do
there's
they even make diapers up to like?
Like,
They do.
They're like big
They
kids.
do.
You know, they
They
make them for
pull-ups.
adults. So
But
yeah.
the thing is, too, is
They
childcare.
are-
I think it's 4.5.
It's ridiculous.
It
4.5,
depends on the
like,
school,
yeah.
but yeah.
On some of the schools, if they're not potty trained, they can't go. So I'm like, yeah.
But
So I
your
knew when I
point-
had to start working, I'm like, look, you're going to have to learn, or you're not going to be.
But your point is a good one. You know, parents really need to know where their kids are developmentally.
Yeah.
Because if they're not ready cognitively, if their language skills are not there, if they just can't verbalize or show you in some way that they've got to go, you're not going to be as successful. So you have to take into consideration the child's personality, their temperament, your parenting style. There are just so many factors that go into it.
Got you.
good.
Got you.
So you have this video, Potty 101.
Yes, yes,
I think we can pull it up, but there won't be any sound, but you can go
Okay.
through.
So
If there's 2 or 3 things you would say to parents, where to start, what would that be?
Okay, definitely the first thing I would say would be to assess readiness cues. You know, like, are they interested in looking in there and seeing what you're doing when you're in the bathroom? Are they trying to take off their wet diaper? Are they going to hide behind the stairs when they have to have a bowel movement? That's how you know they know what's going on. And so looking for readiness cues is huge. The other thing I'd say is make sure nothing big is going on in the family. Like if you have a new sibling that's about to be born, if the family's about to move, then, you know, when life changes are happening, you don't want to potty train then. So timing is everything.
Okay.
So
So
when
those
did
are
you
top
guys
two things.
potty train? Well, you said you can't really remember, but like, was that like?
My youngest, I think 1.5, we tried, and she had it, and then she went to Granny's, yes, Mom, and
Thanks,
she
Mom.
came back home and she forgot. So we had literally another year, and she started.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
What about you?
Avery was easy. She was potty trained before like 18 months. But that's my little, that's my go-getter.
Your angel child,
Logan
yeah.
did not give like 2 cares at all. Like, he was like, I don't care about this. So I
Yeah.
remember like he also had a chlorine allergy, so he had to wear very specific diapers. And I, shout out to Babies R Us, since they're closing. I could only get the diapers from them, and I was pushing him before his 3rd birthday. It was like a month before his 3rd birthday, and I look him in his face, and I'm like, "Let me tell you what I'm not gonna do anymore."
Yeah.
Like, straight up, I'm not gonna do this anymore. And he looked at me, and he didn't say anything, and I said, "Do you understand, Mommy?" And he was like, "Mm-hmm."
I love
2
it.
weeks later, he was potty trained.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like,
you
I'm not
took-
doing this anymore.
You took into consideration his temperament.
Oh yeah,
And then your parenting style.
Yeah.
And then it was like, okay, it's time. He wasn't not ready. He was just waiting on you to give him that little nudge. to
yeah.
get it.
Logan's personality is incredibly strong. Like, people think that he's very outgoing, which he is, but if he doesn't want to be, he won't be.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So that's
Yeah.
very important for me. Is like, I know what my children are, and my
Absolutely.
daughter was like, "Bet."
So we have Clinton Myers who's listening. He said, "This is all me." So I don't know if the potty training part
Which
is all
part,
you.
I know. Let us know which part.
Which part is all you? Because we want to make sure that you were definitely potty trained. So if you have a Facebook account, it's already.
Well,
supposed to
hopefully
happen.
he's potty trained. It looks like his beautiful baby is his profile picture. So maybe that's who he's in reference
Loving
to.
it, loving
Potty
it.
training her or him.
So is it true that you should take the Pampers away when you're potty training and put them in underwear so they can feel the accident?
I mean, there are many ways to do it, but that's the way that I kind of go with, because kind of having that level of discomfort is another incentive to go ahead and potty train.
That's a lot of clothes to change during the day.
It's a lot of clothes to change, but honestly, if you're consistent and you do it, you really can do it in a day or 2 or 3 and get mostly done. You know,
Right.
if you commit and really kind of sanction yourself off to do it that way, you
Okay.
can go ahead and get it done.
okay.
If you just commit to it and you're off work and you're just near the bathroom and you say, okay, we're going to potty train, you can do it relatively quickly if you have the timing right and if you have the time and the patience and the energy to really stick to it and do it.
Okay.
Yeah. And so some of the biggest mistakes potty training parents can make, that's what the video is about, is kind of not having the timing right. You know, definitely you don't want to punish or spank or scold because they've had an accident, because that just makes it take longer. And so you don't want to do that for sure. And then you mentioned school. And
Yeah.
so just because the school requires it doesn't necessarily mean your kiddo is ready. And so, you know, if the school mandates it, but developmentally your child just can't do it yet, then you can't necessarily make them. Your kiddo has got to be ready, you know.
So where can we find this video actually too?
Perfect. Yeah, you can find this at potty101.com.
Oh, that's cute.
Potty101.com. The 7 biggest mistakes potty training parents make.
Oh, that's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That is wonderful.
Thank you. So we've got them potty trained, right?
Yes.
We decide to take them out. And then my next tip is discipline, or when to pop or not to pop, which I still deal with, especially with the teenager.
Yeah.
So as far as
your teenager?
Oh.
I still deal with discipline.
Oh,
Your teenager's a girl or a
15,
boy?
boy.
A boy. Okay.
Yes,
15.
it's a
So what is that?
Yes.
Sophomore?
He will be a sophomore.
You'll be a sophomore, right?
Yes. It's the words. They get you with the words. They know what to say.
I know. They know how to push your buttons, right?
Exactly.
Absolutely.
But with the younger kids, when you're out and about and you're already stressed, you're shopping, and then they act out. They fall
Yeah.
out in the middle of the floor.
Yeah.
What is the first thing you should do? Grab them, right?
Well, y'all gonna get me. Y'all gonna get me for this. The first thing has to happen before you even get in the store,
Oh,
right?
Okay.
So you
Okay.
gotta have expectations set. You've got to know your child's temperament. You've got to set the expectation before you go in. You know, like back in the day, my mom was like, okay, y'all get to pick one thing or you're not getting anything, you know, and move on with that. But if you're in there and you're in the situation and then we fall out, then you've got to deal with that. And that depends on how old your child is, where you are, exactly what's happening and so forth. But the biggest thing is that you got to not worry about everybody around you looking. It doesn't matter that they're like, oh, can you do something with your child? That doesn't matter. You know, the biggest thing is just to not feed into it as much as you can. Give yourself a mini mommy timeout. Get yourself together. Take a deep breath. Do whatever. Walk away. Come back.
Yeah.
You
Or
know, or
stop
come
and go
back.
get a glass of wine. Come
Look,
back.
if
love
you're
your
an
mother.
HEB, go get you some wine, come back, whatever. But you know, definitely don't feed into it, because if you're animated and trying to, you know, really get excited, then it makes it last longer. But if you take your attention away, which is what they're trying to get, then that'll make it go away faster.
I gotta throw this in here.
Okay.
Okay, but wait, I have to give a
Yeah.
shout out to Kay, because she was one of the most wonderful people that I've worked with, Christopherson, and she just gave a shout out, and she has a son, and she says she is so glad she's tuned in because she is struggling right now with her son Cam with all of this. So
Discipline or potty training?
Kay, please continue to listen and then subscribe so you can hear the rest of it, because we don't tell all the secrets up front. So
Definitely not. So, and also, if you haven't had your, you know, doctor's appointments and your children need to go somewhere, as well as yourself, you want to go check out Dr. Taraya Richmond, PLLC.
Yes.
Finding excellence in healthcare is no easy task. When you begin this journey, look no further than your local family medicine physician, Dr. Taraya Richmond. Dr. Richmond offers an array of services, including pap smears, breast exams, STI screenings, contraceptive management, and prenatal care, and so much more. So, guys, check out Dr. Tariah Richmond at 713-453-6962 and get your appointment scheduled ASAP. So, what I was going to say was that Reggie did not have this school of thought with this popping or not.
Uh-oh.
I mean, everything was a popping moment, like conversations that were had. So what you not gonna do before you go into the store is kind of full. We didn't get no like treat option, like you can get one or two. She was like, we hitting on site. I'm knocking you out on site. And so it's so different to see parenting.
Did it work though?
Oh,
Did it work?
I mean, this is when you could actually leave kids in the car. So when you cut the fool,
You have to
you
sit in
just
the car.
go sit in the car.
Yeah.
You know, this is when that was okay. You know, now you can't even think to do that.
No.
Like, well, one, it's
Too hot.
completely, it's too
They'll call
hot.
the folks
And then
on you.
two is just dangerous, and then they'll call people on you. But I mean, many a day, grocery store, had to go
Yeah.
sit out in the car. And she would cut the fool. She didn't care who was looking at us acting the fool, because she was going to act the fool right with us.
Yeah.
And so I had to play the devil's advocate to say, you know, if I had children, I wonder
How you
how I
respond to
would
it.
discipline them,
Yeah.
because I still feel like, for me, I was terrified of my mother. Like,
yeah, my mama just had to
horrified.
look at you, and that was it. She didn't even have to say anything.
yeah, and it was just like this fear. And so I don't know how you guys were raised, but for me, it was just like, and I don't know, from a disciplinary standpoint now, like I still think that I probably would yank somebody.
I think it depends, though. You know what I mean? Like, what
Yeah.
is the offense? What has happened, and what kind of led up to it? Like, my parents who have toddlers, I'm kind of like, when is it happening? Because if it's close to nap time, if it's when they're hungry, keep some snacks in your bag and try not to go shop when it's time for a nap. So if you can cut it off before it happens, you know, you see a lot less of it. If you just kind of look and pay attention. You know, all behavior has a reason. So what
Yeah.
is it? Are you just trying to get my
That's a good
attention?
point.
You know, so I think if we do a little bit of investigating, we can really keep most of them from happening.
That's awesome.
But sometimes you have to pop, you know.
So according to the
Pop.
according to the pediatrician, it's okay to occasionally pop.
Oh, y'all.
It's called Child Protective Services on her.
Now she didn't say beat. She said
Yeah.
pop, and like pop.
Well,
means
I mean, that's
one.
up for interpretation too, right?
Pop means one. It's just like one that like pops off of them, like just one. That's
so
all.
it's
it
not
is.
just
with
one.
any type of items.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you got the ruler, somebody pulling out the
Oh,
ruler.
Like
No.
she didn't say pop.
No wire hangers.
Right.
Yeah.
She
But
said
y'all,
pop.
you know, discipline for older kids, often taking things away. Like you can't drive
teenager.
for 2 weeks.
Yes,
You
we're
know,
doing that
you
right
can't
now.
have your cell phone, then they are straightened right on up.
Yeah,
Very true. Fortnite.
Well, or you can like what we did.
Fortnite.
Our daughter.
Fortnite. No Fortnite.
We actually cleaned out her bedroom and moved her out.
Oh.
Where did she go?
Over the
to
weekend.
Oh.
She went to a different bedroom that was closer to us.
Okay.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we play no games.
No games. Like,
So
let's see.
did you guys take the hand? Like, this is another rule in our house. Like, we could not have a door shut. Like,
Yeah.
No, I right
You
now
can't close doors.
I give her that because she's so much older than her brother, so she needs and
okay.
requires
Her
privacy.
space.
But she refused to clean. Like she lived like a nasty little thug, and I was like, "You won't. What
You
you
like, no,
not
ma'am.
gonna do is be a nasty
like a
girl."
Chandra.
Oh, there's like panties on the floor.
Oh.
Like you just come out your clothes.
I don't think she's
and
gonna
you
be too
step
happy
over
with
them.
that.
I know she's like, Mama, don't
Mama,
tell it. Don't
Oh, she
tell
don't
it.
live like that now. This is years ago. But Ricky went upstairs to use the restroom that is her restroom, and he couldn't even like use the restroom. That's how nasty it was. And so we unbolted headboards, moved it
Moved it out.
like a thief in the night. Yeah.
I love
and moved
it.
her downstairs and then moved the guest room upstairs. And then when she got home, she had to clean her room and her new room.
wow.
Yeah, we play no games.
We got it all the way together.
Yeah. We're like, go put your stuff in your room. She goes upstairs thinking it was her old room.
No, ma'am.
No,
You're
but then
out.
she fell out into the hallway, and I was like,
Oh, no.
that don't clean that upstairs, it don't clean that
Just keep
bathroom,
going.
and it don't clean your new room. None of that cleans it up. So I need you to tighten it up so you can clean it up. Oh, me and Ricky are quite creative. So if you ever need some help,
I mean, clearly,
if
like,
you
I
ever
feel like I
need
need
some help, we're creative. Like we're creative
That's
in parenting
really
tips.
good.
Yeah,
Love
yeah.
that.
So to all of our Facebook livers, we love you and we appreciate you. We ask that you subscribe to our show. We're going to end Facebook Live now, so you don't get any more tips, and we have several more. So if you want some more tips, you need to subscribe. Tell your friends to subscribe. Tell your friends that are parents to subscribe. We are on all major platforms, which includes iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, and Stitcher. We ask that you review our show in iTunes with constructive feedback. We love to hear what you think. We also would love to hear any ideas that you guys may have for us to talk about. If you could please share this show on Facebook Live and all the other shows that you may like with your friends and family. And, of course, if you ever have any extra coin that you would like to donate, you can donate to our mission to bring in rich and inspiring content each and every week to www.thesphere.tv/donate. So we appreciate you so much. Thank you. And subscribe so you can hear the rest of these tips. All right. So looks like I'm next. So this is the thing, right? It's summertime.
Wait,
What?
I didn't get a chance to do on this day. And
Too late.
no,
No, go ahead.
gonna be so
Go ahead.
mad at me.
Go ahead.
Can I
Go
keep
ahead.
doing it real quick?
Go ahead. On this day.
On this day, swine flu epidemic happened. So I felt like I need to throw that out there. And then from April to August of 2009, 477 deaths were reported, including 36 kids.
That was scary back then, man.
18. So, yeah, I just felt like I needed to throw it in there. I know it was off sequence, but we kind of jumped into
That's
everything.
okay.
But yeah, that was scary. I remember swine flu.
Come back in.
Okay.
Come back into the.
Shout out, Uzo. We got you. We got it done.
Take care,
Uzo's on
Uzo.
call, so maybe he's paying attention. So yeah.
Doctor said he couldn't hear me.
Oh, I don't know which doctor they're referring to. Doctor who?
So many doctors here.
So many
I
doctors.
know,
So much black
everybody.
So so we have the activities, right? So the planned activities. And one thing for me, being a super busy mom, is that I don't have a lot of time, right? And not that I want technology to raise our children, but I do feel like in this kind of moment, it's another one of those what a time to be alive moments, right? Where we have the luxury of other things helping us with our children. I'm not saying that we should pass the iPad or pass the remote or pass the computer to our kids, but if you don't have a lot of time like myself, right? There is a way, due to technology and during the era that we live in, that our children are way better at using this stuff than us anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
So my son, who's very good at using iPads and all this stuff, I have downloaded every educational app that he could have. So what a time to be alive at this current moment. And as far as planned activities goes to all of these wonderful apps that we can use for our kids. And so if you go to there's the best educational apps, there's actually 28 of them, and they all go from Elmo loves his 1 2 3s, the Cookie Monster challenges, Goldie Blocks, and Movie Machine. Like there's the Magic School Bus. All of us should remember the school bus.
That was my stuff back in the day.
Right. So you see how like what a time to be alive is bringing back some of the stuff that touched us, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that there's so many things that we can use to help us in raising our children, because all of us are much busier than I feel like our parents were.
Absolutely, no doubt.
Right? So I think that although technology can be overused, I do think that we can find a useful way to use it in the current time that we live in. And there's a lot of great educational apps. My son learns the best through interaction.
Absolutely.
So he does not do well with me telling him what to do. He does well like giving him something and saying, here, you figure it out. And he's able to figure it out.
Okay.
And so I love a good app. ABC Mouse is one that is not free.
Excellent, though.
Yeah, but
I
it's
use that.
excellent.
Yeah.
A lot
And
of
so
parents
it's like
love that one.
$7 a month, and I use that for my son. And it's summertime, and so I do a lot of free. Well, I can't do it, but thank you, Jesus, for people in my life that help me raise my children, because I then find free stuff for my children. Okay, so I would definitely recommend free, which is lovely.
We love free.
Free is great, and you may be packed, but get there early. You can go online and find. Like I said, it's just a great time for us to find things for our children that are at our fingertips.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no problem. My pleasure. However, another way that we can contribute is if you actually own your own business, you are part of a business, and you are looking for a place to advertise. We are it. meaning the Sphere, not the Docs. But if you want to advertise on our show, you can.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You can.
We will appreciate that sponsorship.
Absolutely.
Like, let's do that.
So if you have a need to reach thousands of people across the world to build your brand or sell your product, if so, get your product placement and advertising needs handled right here at the Sphere. We offer a wide variety of content delivery platforms, including iTunes, Google Play, SoundCloud, YouTube, and Stitcher. Plus, we have a vast demographic reach within the United States as well as modern countries across the globe. Our enriched content and inspiring dialogue coupled with your strategic ad is surely to hit the mark every time. Call us today at area code 832-772-7789 or send an email over to advertise@thesphere.tv.
Awesome.
bit me in the stew.
In the stew.
In the studio.
Oh, the stew.
I was like,
talking
stew?
about.
Sure thing. Did
Awesome.
you have any more parenting tips?
You have to get on it. You have a 15-year-old
I know.
in the stew.
He does that. I'm still learning how to dab. You know.
Oh God!
do.
You got to learn how to
Now it's a
yeah.
new thing that came out today.
that one.
Oh, what was my kiddo telling me
What is
today? And I
that?
was like, the
funny.
floss. You know, the floss is where those people are going like.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that was the name of it. And
Oh, Avery knows how to do that. It's
yeah,
hilarious.
I want to try to do it, but then I give up. On life. So
Don't
you
give
just-
up.
We'll
Yeah,
have to
I
try
just
it
give me
Saturday.
up,
We'll
so.
try it Saturday.
My body
Yes.
doesn't work like that anymore.
Yeah, does it move like that?
Well,
Okay. Well, stop.
Parenting
younger,
show.
yeah.
You can do it. You can do it.
don't
Only
get
way
me
to become
started.
parent.
Right?
You have to be a co-parent.
This one here.
No, Avery tells me that I'm the cool parent. She also simultaneously, yeah, but she also simultaneously tells me that I am the craziest parent.
So are you? Do you have kids too?
Yes.
So are you a crazy parent or a cool parent? Because Chandra, I could see hands down being crazy.
He's just 8 months old, so I'm not sure yet.
You're like just
Oh, baby.
Thank you for taking
She's
care
a
of
new
me.
parent.
Yes. I'm a live
Are
mama.
you crazy mom or like
In the
You're the
middle.
cool mom. No.
In the middle. Yeah, I'm cool.
what's your husband?
Cool.
So
Two
he's
cool
he's
parents,
the
they're
coolest
lucky
one.
kids.
Yeah.
Yeah. My husband's cooler than me, so you know
Yeah.
it helps.
I don't know. You're pretty dope.
Yeah, but he's real dope. Yeah, I know.
Okay, so what do we got next?
Lucky
So
kids.
Yeah.
All right, we are
yeah.
at the picky eaters, which we have.
So that is my son.
Picky, like sometimes they like the peas or they don't like the peas or it's everything that's orange.
Yeah.
Or
But I have, if you
3
pull up
items.
my link real quick, there's a picture. For the younger kids, my daughter is 7, just turned 8, but she is really big on visuals.
Okay.
She'll eat tofu. She'll eat the things I eat. But if I make it a picture, then
yeah, like
there you go. So you guys, that is soybeans. That's all cooked, but those are edamame. And then I have carrots, and I made a flour with the tomatoes. She thought it was
You
the
are
coolest thing.
Festive.
You're
Yes,
a
I
Pinterest mom. I
am.
love it.
My son would still tell you that is disgusting.
And not eat it.
What? Never.
What was in that?
He wouldn't
plate?
touch that.
What did you have in
That's
there?
Tomatoes and-
edamame,
Okay.
carrots, stewed carrots, tomatoes, beans.
Sounds delicious.
Yeah,
Did she eat it
very
all?
Sounds
healthy.
absolutely delicious.
She ate the whole thing though.
I love
God.
it.
My son, but older, you can't do that, right?
No.
So I
I'm
am
like,
a go-to for smoothies.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
a good
And
way
they're
to get it in.
natural smoothies because you can sneak stuff in there.
Absolutely.
Right? So I tell my son, look, we're going to have a smoothie. He thinks it's going to be like, pineapple, lots of sugar.
All the good stuff.
Yeah.
And then I sneak spinach and kale in there. And he's like, why is it green? I said,
Right.
food coloring. Food coloring.
Kiwi.
Oh, he's learning your tricks.
Yeah.
Careful.
My daughter doesn't care. But you can make those at home. I have a NutriBullet.
Absolutely.
You take the spinach. I try to get everything fresh, but
Yeah.
you can get the organic frozen mangoes and stuff like that. But if you use mangoes, pineapple, stuff like that, it'll be so sweet you won't have to add sugar.
Love
So
it.
try not to
Yeah.
add the sugar and try
Yeah.
to balance the vegetables and the fruit.
Love it. Love
And
it.
we
Yeah.
learned on another show though that I thought that frozen vegetables versus fresh vegetables made a difference, but they're actually saying the nutrients value is
The
right
same,
at the
depending
same.
on-
Yeah.
yeah.
Because they
Got-
pick them at the height of their.
Right.
Yeah.
Their-
Yeah. So guys, if you cannot do the fresh right away, if you need to
Yeah.
get frozen,
Yeah, it's
this is
okay.
so-
Get
it's
frozen
okay as well.
Yeah.
So
And definitely fresh, frozen. Frozen veggies or fruits are better than processed,
Processed
chips
any day.
and all that
Any
stuff.
day.
But can we talk about, like, I had chips for this week because this was my cheat meal, and I had some H-E-B off-brand Doritos, and they was fantastic. I'm sorry.
Were they
Oh,
good?
really?
I have to try them.
It's like, look at this offering. It was super cheesy, but no processed food, guys. That's not a part. Yeah, right. So,
yeah,
terrible.
keep the process to a minimum. But
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes you have to carry a snack that the kids can just eat right away.
Absolutely.
Well, I think that's really cool how you do. You keep like little snacks.
Little nuts and
You
things
have
like
to.
that. Yeah,
You have to.
My son doesn't eat any of it, right? So like he actually has gone to bed like hungry 3-4 nights in a row.
Really?
Oh yeah.
So you don't give him a backup option.
No.
Well, you know.
Let's just say, okay, like I when I was pregnant, I was getting very exhausted from his demands, right?
Okay.
Like cooking and then figuring out what my son was going to eat. And I was like, I'm not going to do this anymore. I'm going to put what I made on the plate. You eat it or you can go to bed.
We all have choices.
Right. Like you can choose to eat or you can choose to go to bed hungry. And he'd be like, good night.
No, he did not.
You know what? That's okay because honestly, it is super hard for a child to be malnourished.
Yeah.
And if you miss dinner,
Miss one dinner.
yes,
Oh, that's
I tell
true.
parents all
That's
the
true.
time,
Don't feel
pick your
guilty.
battles because if making him eat the carrots is gonna lead to a 45-minute tantrum, it is not worth it. Don't eat the carrots. You're not gonna be malnourished.
Wow.
Right.
It's okay.
Because you had breakfast and lunch today. So you
Exactly.
can go to bed. You
And
can
he
go
wake
to
up
bed.
and he was fine, wasn't
And
he?
he was perfect.
See?
3 nights in a
Wait,
row.
did he wake up early though, ready
Nope.
to eat?
But
Nope.
even if he did eat
Nope.
breakfast, he's fine.
He ate
Wow.
breakfast and ate what I put in front of him, which I mean, breakfast is easier for him. But he doesn't eat eggs. He doesn't eat toast. He doesn't eat bagels. He doesn't like. But I put a donut, a cinnamon roll. Like, oh, he'll eat all of that. He does not eat beans. He does not eat rice. Like
He's
my son
the epitome
is
of a picky eater.
No,
You
he
have-
is picky.
Yeah, you have to set boundaries and have
Yeah.
limits, or else you'll be cooking 5 meals every night. And who has time
Right.
for that?
Well,
So
and I
he'll
was gonna
probably go to
ask
bed
you a
hungry
question,
tonight.
Like as far as like in regards to like parents who say, you know, my kids don't eat, they're picky eaters, so I just get them fast food. Like my godchild, I remember she was eating Chick-fil-A, like
No.
or he was eating Chick-fil-A every single day, and I was like. At some point, I think that's a parenting.
It is a parenting thing.
Because I'm like, that to me made no sense. So you're eating Chick-fil-A every
day.
single
Dr.
day?
Simone.
Gotta be terrible.
Does that child have a car?
Thank you.
Or
Yeah.
any money?
Do you know
So
how
the
much I
parent
tell
is
that when
giving
the
in.
parents say that about those
Absolutely.
teeth? And I'm like, so
Y'all.
what coins did this
Yeah.
kid have? Stop
Yeah.
eating candy. I'm like, but they don't have a job. They don't
No,
have
they
jobs.
do
How
not.
do
They get the
eat all
candy.
And
this?
y'all, it all folds together, whether you're talking about potty training or summer activities, falling out in Target. It all goes back to
Falling out in
expectation, having routines,
parents-
having limits, having boundaries.
And we have to set the boundaries, and we have to be
Absolutely.
an example.
You do. I
Be
love that
visible.
you say that because you have to model the behavior. You can't just tell them, don't pop off if you're upset. No, you have to model. I spilled coffee all over my shirt. I was about to walk out of the house, but you know what? It's okay. I'm going to put on a new top, and we're going to keep moving. You have to model it just like you said. I love that.
Sounds good. Well, this portion of the show is sponsored by KOG and Company. Are your unique gifts and talents challenging or changing the world? Well, Unleash Your Dopeness is a people empowerment movement built to encourage the masses and to operate outside of their fears and have the gall to recklessly pursue your dreams and passions in life. So please join thousands of others as we unlock the greatness that dwells inside. So you can shop dope gear at kogpassion.com. That's kogpassion.com. And use the coupon code DOPE for 10% off exclusive Unleash Your Dopeness apparel. Act now. Sizes are selling out fast.
Good job.
Good job on that.
Awesome.
So I guess now we're going to be talking about, we're going to introduce Kwanzaa's.
Yes.
Dr. CP isn't here today, but we want to make sure
God.
we get an opportunity to, you know, she's the mindfulness music person.
Yeah.
So she's
Love
going to
it.
throw in the music as far as what we should be doing with children. And I guess, what is it, nighttime?
Nighttime. Yeah, so
What's her
now
P?
they're pooped out.
Pooped out.
Yes. So
Love
we
it.
have a short video of Kwanzaa out in Cabo.
What's up, you guys? It's Dr. Kwanzaa. I am sending a video live from Cabo. That's what's up. I'm out here at the Girl Boss Retreat. I'm so sorry I'm not there with you guys in the studio, but I love you guys, miss you guys, and I know that the other hosts are holding it down on the docks. That's how we do. But really quickly, wanted to weigh in on the topic of when your infant or child gets pooped out, what can you do? Is there some music that you can utilize to help get your baby back to sleep a little bit faster? One of the most highly regarded techniques is the use of white noise. And I've included a 10-hour playlist link from YouTube that you can try out at home. A couple of variables that I wanted to tell you is that, one, be mindful of the noise level or the decibels that you're playing the music at. New research does suggest that you should not play above 50 decibels, which is about conversation level, or you should just raise the volume to the amount at which startling noises will be prevented if they were to occur. So I will let our guest host weigh in on the topic of white noise and should you do it. And you got that YouTube playlist for you for free, and you can download lots of similar playlists down off of YouTube for the free. Just wanted to just weigh in and say I love you guys, miss you guys, and I will see you soon. Holla.
Thank you, Kwanzaa.
Well, I will say that my two oldest, my daughter, I didn't do this, but my two oldest, Lord, oh man, it's when you know you have too many kids. So, my two youngest, my son is going to be 5 in 2 weeks, and he has been using the same sound machine since he was a baby, and it currently plays like a lullaby. I think it's not Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. It's one of them, but it's just the music, right? Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's at conversation level. It's probably a little bit below conversation level when you think about my home. As you can imagine, my home is loud. And so it's probably a little bit below conversation level. And then my daughter, she has something called the Nest, which is a Bluetooth controlled machine that comes on automatically. At 7:45, it plays a lullaby, and then at 8:45, which is in between her falling asleep, it turns into white noise. And then at 6:45, it kicks on to be like birds, like wake up birds. And it does it every night, whether we're home or not. So it does it every night, and I can control it if something happens and I feel like she needs something changed. I can control it from my bedroom and turn it up or turn it down or turn it off. But I believe in it because my son he does not wake up in the middle of the night. And Quinn is 7 months and has been sleeping through the night for 4 months.
Awesome.
So I believe in it.
Yeah, I like white noise. It's a great part of bedtime routines. You know, like when your baby hears it, it kind of cues them in that it's time for sleep. And so it can drown out background noise. It can be a part of your bedtime routine. I think white noise is a good thing. I use it for my baby.
Yeah, there you go. So you need to get some white noise.
Oh,
I
the
need
thing
to
to
get some white
remember,
noise in my life, too.
Yeah, make sure like you have yours on a timer. Make sure it doesn't cut off in the middle of the night because if your child's used to that for sleeping, if it goes off, they'll wake up and not be able to go back to sleep without it. So.
Yep, and that's why I have mine on the timer, and that's why it doesn't go off until 6:45 because I do believe that it's something that gets her through the night. So I would like to say that to all our parents out there, even our non-parents, right? If you know that someone's potty training their kid, freaking follow the rules, right?
Yeah. Yes.
Grandmas, moms, TTs, follow the rules, right?
Yeah.
If you're, if you have a picky eater, follow the rules from a parent. Like all these things, it doesn't matter if you're a parent or someone who loves other children. Let them please follow the rules of the parents.
Absolutely.
Be supportive of the parent because we can all raise our children differently. The end of the day is to make them healthy and positive people in society, right? Healthy, happy, positive people of society. So if you please, Dr. Eboni, tell us a little bit more about you. I understand you have a book. So as we're wrapping this up, please let everyone know where they can find that book and where they can find you. I'm supposing you're located in Houston, so anybody who needs a pediatrician, please give them all the information so that they can find you and support you.
Perfect. Well, thank you again for having me. It's just been a pleasure and an honor. Thank you so much. So
Absolutely.
I'm Dr. Eboni. I'm a board-certified developmental and behavioral pediatrician, and I help parents to parent more compassionately, consistently, and confidently through my videos, programs, and my best-selling book, The 7 Practices of Exceptional Parents. I help parents to better understand, accept, and support their child's development so that they can live happier, healthier lives. You can find me on all social media platforms at Dr. Eboni Peds. That's DrEboni, not Y. PEDS. And you can check me out on my website at drebonipeds.com.
Perfect. That's
Awesome.
wonderful.
Yes, thank you very much.
Wonderful. Keisha, where can they find you besides behind the microscope?
Behind the microscope or at the gym or on Facebook at Dance Health Fitness. That's the Facebook, Dance Health Fitness. And on Instagram at KYDMD.
We just did her first her first Instagram live.
Okay, wait. So is there like an underscore? I know, but there's got to be an underscore or something with that. Because KYDMD, I don't see you. KYDMD?
Yes.
On Instagram.
_dance.
Ah.
Thank you.
So there's an underscore dance.
Yes.
Got it.
She must.
Right up there.
You're new to this.
I am.
Yeah,
new
she
to
did
this.
it first. We were doing. She's like, how do I do it? And I'm like,
I
Shonda-
know.
Shonda
My son
taught
is
me as
trying
well,
to.
so.
My son knows more about Instagram than I'll ever know.
KYD MD _ dance.
Yes.
Oh man.
And of course, guys, you can find me. I'm Dr. Simone Ellis. You can find me on Instagram, Dr. Simone Ellis, or in somebody's mouth, Smile Design Studios.
Mind you.
Lord Jesus. Or on a plane somewhere. I
You
haven't
have
flew out in a
KW,
minute.
W and Y.
Yeah, I've been here. And it's peace. And of course, you guys can find me on Facebook as Dr. Simone Ellis and
That would be.
Ashandra. Where can
So-
we find you, people?
Yeah.
Well, so clearly I need to find my brain. I've like literally, I was like, I can't find you.
W and Y, they're similar.
Or they're not. I could clown myself. That's a good thing. If I can clown others, I can clown myself. So I'm just tired.
Yeah.
It's been a great, productive day and a blessed weekend, so I cannot complain. My daughter, you would love this, dropped 40 seconds out of 6 events in her swim meet this weekend.
Oh,
nice.
that's awesome.
Look, we got brains. I need scholarships to be
Yeah.
coming from
Proud
everywhere.
Yes, mama.
You do.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
that is a parenting tip.
Okay.
Yes.
That's right.
Invest in your children.
Yes.
Oh,
Passions.
yes,
Yeah.
yes,
So
yes,
that's
yes.
I don't know, passions. The 6P. Invest in your children's
Yes,
passions.
That's a good one. I love it.
There you go. There you go.
Awesome.
Isn't that with the bang, baby?
Sharp.
I am Dr. Ashandra Batiste. You can find me typically in my own skin. However, when I am in my own skin, I'm at Elite Dental Wellness practicing the art of dentistry. I also have 3 kids, which is why I can't think of a W versus a Y today. So
okay.
you can call me at 713-789-8680. That is my office number. Or you can follow me on Instagram at hotdoc.com or at Facebook and Twitter and Periscope, Ashandra Batiste.
So next week,
Oh, shoot. I closed it.
it's okay though.
Thank
We're
you.
going to be talking about social isolation and the
Ooh.
effects of
That on
social media, these phones.
Yeah.
Why are your kids not socializing, and how can they not? Like people, not even kids, just adults. Can't
Even
even
us,
date.
yeah.
So social isolation,
No
we're gonna get
social
into that, guys. So make sure if you have any questions, please hit us up on Facebook, iTunes, so we can make sure we answer those for next week. I'm excited about
I
it.
don't know if I'm going to be able to
Yes.
follow Keisha. I've already looked at one of her pictures in this like headdress, and she has abs, so I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to
Oh,
follow
Keisha's
her.
body popping. She didn't say she was fit doctor for nothing.
That's
I
Like,
know, like, I may have to block her account. I may like
Oh,
show.
don't block her.
No, there's hate.
and we're gonna talk about that also too next week. Social media hate.
So follow us because she just made me question my whole life. Thank you so much. I
Bye,
appreciate it,
guys. Take
doctor.
care. Bye.